Hello, everyone. Welcome to Peanut Health Island. I'm glad to meet you all. Today, we are going to tell a little story. The Bubble Party of Little Mole and Little Pufferfish. If it's your first time here, welcome to follow the video channel. Let's get started. Little Mole Xiaochu loves bubbles. Whenever she sees the bubble party of little pufferfish, she is full of curiosity and longing. Through constant observation, she learned how to blow her own bubbles, and held a grand bubble party with little pufferfish. In the end, they went around the world to hold bubble parties, bringing endless joy. Little Mole Xiaochu saw little pufferfish's bubble party for the first time. She stared at the bubbles floating in the water in surprise. Her eyes were full of curiosity. Little Mole Xiaochu carefully observed little pufferfish's bubble technique. She couldn't wait to learn how to blow beautiful bubbles like little pufferfish. Little Mole Xiaochu sat on a big lotus leaf, floating on the water, surrounded by twinkling stars. Little pufferfish blew bubbles beside her. The atmosphere was full of mystery and beauty. Little Mole Xiaochu began to try blowing bubbles herself. She sat next to the rocks, holding her breath. She worked hard to learn how to blow bubbles like little pufferfish. With little pufferfish's help and encouragement, Little Mole Xiaochu finally blew her first small bubble successfully. The two celebrated this moment together. Little Mole Xiaochu rode on a giant bubble, floating gently with the water. Little pufferfish swam beside her. The bubble world was full of joy. After long practice, Little Mole Xiaochu and little pufferfish rested in the coral garden, watching the bubbles float into the distance. Their hearts were filled with peace and contentment. Little Mole Xiaochu and little pufferfish danced in the underwater garden. The surrounding bubbles joyfully swirled around them. The whole scene was filled with joy and laughter. Little Mole Xiaochu learned to blow big bubbles with a bubble wand. She and little pufferfish played happily, surrounded by colorful underwater plants. Little Mole Xiaochu and little pufferfish blew more bubbles together. The underwater world was filled with their laughter. Colorful corals and fish framed the beautiful bubbles. Little Mole Xiaochu and little pufferfish floated at the bottom of the sea, surrounded by countless floating bubbles. They shared this delightful moment together. Little Mole Xiaochu and little pufferfish held a grand bubble party. Many sea animals gathered around, celebrating this magical world of bubbles together. Little Mole Xiaochu and little pufferfish realized their dream. They started traveling the world, holding bubble parties everywhere, bringing joy to every sea creature. They arrived at an underwater city, and held an exciting bubble party there. Underwater creatures all participated. The scene was lively and bustling. The joy of the bubble party spread to every corner. Little Mole Xiaochu and little pufferfish brought joyful bubbles to friends all over the world. The story ended with happiness and warmth. That's the end of today's story. I hope you liked it. Feel free to leave a comment about what theme you'd like to hear next. If you enjoyed it, please share it with someone you like. And don't forget to follow the Peanut Health Island subscription account to hear more stories. See you tomorrow.